is Jessica with Robin's Pantry. Okay, so we start our week out a little scattered. Our energy's spread in so many places, it's all over. But we are focused on our finances and the way of bringing money in to pay for all of the things, right? Our lifestyle, our house, our things we like. From this is all coming from the second house where we have Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. Okay, so these three planets are in Capricorn. So it could look like you want stability. You know that hard work pays off when it comes to your stability and trying to get ahead, right? So if you're finding yourself in a pickle right now with some finances, this isn't the first rodeo, right? And so go ahead and buckle down, get a job done good, and get paid. And in addition to it, when you are looking at some of this energy, it is trying to balance this with social life and our home. We might be looking to get some things done around the house or being out and socializing. And the balance of these desires with getting a job done and performing your work is kind of a difficult area right now. And it can create some tension and stress. And this is mainly because you have some other energies as I go on here and look at some of these other planets that are very focused on work and doing a good job and making money. And so if that's the case, there's so many different ways this can be coming out in each individual's chart. And so this is kind of just a blanket, right? So those are kind of areas of focus. And in addition to that, when you're trying to work and not work overtime and have the balance while doing a good job and taking care of your house and your social life and feeding yourself, there's a lot of different things that are going to pull on you. So just keep that in mind as you're going through the week. With our Taurus is in Uranus in the sixth house. We find it a little easier to get up and get to work and have routines and do all of the things. We need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves and not just others, and focusing on finding this routine that fits for you in your life. There's different patterns that everyone has naturally. And for the most part, there's like this get up in the morning, go to bed at night, right? Well, find the pattern that works best for you. So sometimes you might be like a breakfast person, and sometimes you might not be. Like maybe that's not your thing. Like most mornings I try to eat breakfast, but then I get super busy and then I forget, and then it's noon and then I realize I haven't eaten breakfast, and then I'm like, I guess I wasn't hungry today. So when you're looking at your balance and how all this works, like, do you work out at night? Do you work out in the morning? Whatever it is, find the one that works best for you, even if it's unusual in the fact that you're also doing the same things every day, just in different orders. Maybe that's it. Take some time with it, because as we're discovering and growing all the time, sometimes these things need adjustment because we can get stuck and fight something just out of routine and habit, and maybe it does need some adjustment. And if it doesn't, maybe just admire the fact that others have a unique routine. So Venus is for Virgo, telling us our partners and ourselves might be more, there might be more of a keen eye here and focus on things, bringing harmony and balance in our days with our families and our partner, right? And then this is also in our 10th house, which is all about how we are presented in society, right? So after a long day working or being out, it might be a good idea to recharge at home with some family, and maybe assess our position in society. Our 12th house is lit up with Mercury Scorpio. So we may find ourselves looking inward to communicate outward. This is kind of some heavy stuff that you could be looking at. It has to do a lot with having a healthy lifestyle. It's totally fine to have the time to think about this. So remember, like the 12th house is that house I've told you about, where it's like you're sitting in the bay window, right? So here's the situation. You're spending a lot of time reflecting on some deep, heavy stuff. You're spending a lot of time reflecting on, what is the word I'm thinking of? I think that I should have taken some more time this morning to sip some tea. I'm like, wake up. But you're spending a lot of time here in this house reflecting on yourself You're also reflecting on communication, and having that Scorpio, it's usually pretty deep. So what's your communication look like? Is it verbal? Is it written? Either way, right now would be a great opportunity to go find someone that can be a sound wall for you, that you can talk stuff through, or write things down so you can get to the point and solution or piece that you need to address. Sometimes when we're looking at things that we know something needs to move and we know something needs to change, but we can't quite identify it, right? Like it's just a feeling. Well, sometimes when you go through it and you use someone as a sounding wall, or you write to sound off and get your thoughts sorted out, through that process, you come to identify what it is that is serving you now and what you can and need to release. So that's just the interesting 12th house bay window. Everyone's watching. Our moon is in the 9th house of Leo, and you can feel this through our thoughts and ideas on philosophy, religion, imagination. Creativity may be sparked, and you may find yourself questioning and studying a bit in different areas. Discovering what freedom is for you right now and how this looks is super important to contemplate, okay? So getting out and playing right now is also important to feed that Leo, and to get your soul rejuvenated. Don't worry about the attention. You really do enjoy it. So being out, socializing, having conversations in these areas are going to probably bring you the attention that you're looking for. Plus, it's going to help you process on your whole own concept of freedom. So try not to play too hard, though. This is my warning, because you could find yourself making yourself sick right now. You're burning a candle at both ends, and when doing this, or getting worked up over not burning the candle at both ends. It just depends again on your individual chart. But you could end up in a situation this week where you need to take some time for self-care, drink your tea, take your vitamins, as I start getting a froggy throat. The irony in that. Okay, so as you are still focusing on working your social standing as the week progresses, you could have a tendency to wear yourself out. I mean, just simply that's how it is, right? So take some time to take care of yourself, especially with the moon moving into Virgo, where you can become more critical of yourself. So coming into the weekend, we are seeking some harmony, and we enjoy some time with our partners, thinking, joking, connecting, really enjoying that relationship. Look at past relationships with your business, with your partner in life, like all these different partnerships that you have. Look at these relationships and find lessons that you value and enjoyed the most. That way you can bring that into the harmony that you're seeking in your current life and relationships. I think that's just a really good way to have your lessons come forward. So again, make sure you take care of yourself this week. It's going to be kind of like when I say it's in the past, we've been like, oh, it's going to be an intense week. I mean, it's really going to be like an intense week. This week, it's not so much like intense and like this erratic, because we start out pretty scattered and then we kind of can come back down. But you do end up in a situation where you can just get so hyper focused in some areas. And it's all about trying to do a give and take without burning yourself out, right? Maybe look at drinking, like I said, take some teas. Maybe look at Taurus. Taurus is a really good tea for balance and getting things just and you do have Taurus going on right now. Maybe look at amber. Amber is a great way to get an energy boost without the caffeine. And it also has a lot of antioxidants in it. We'll talk about that on another video, but that's a really good one to get through the week. Or gentleman's tea. All of these ones are going to give you energy and they're going to give you balance without tapping you out. That's definitely something I'm worried about with people getting a flare up this week, or people just getting a cold that was probably preventable if you hadn't just been getting all the things done. So don't forget to have fun, and you deserve it. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for being here. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.